Hello everybody. Today we're going to be doing a in-depth guide on how to play Raider. If you have not seen my previous video on how to start playing For Honor, this will be an extension of that in which I mentioned how Raider is the easiest character to begin with, which is why I'm making this guide first. There will be more guides to come along with the other characters. I'll try to pump them out at least every day. Make sure to stay subscribed for that. If you have any interest in any other characters, leave them in the comments. I also do polls and shit, so it'd be awesome to hear your guys' feedback on that. So the way that I teach when it comes to understanding characters is the number system. If we go for any of these in the top right here, chop and poke, 1, 2, 3, and even chop and cleave, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Regardless of which direction you're attacking, does not matter. It's still 1, 2, 3. So if we go into Raider's moveset here in the options menu in Arena, we see everything that Raider has that is specific to Raider. So here we have the Stampede charge. Hold and release guard break to manage sprint distance. Knocks down enemies while running. Damages grabbed opponents if knocked into a wall. This is a out of lock attack when you run and you hold the guard break. You will get a longer duration than if you were to just tap it. Tapping it only throws them a little bit. Holding it throws them a lot longer. This same move can be performed when guard breaking and going forward. If you tap it, you go a little bit. And if you hold it, you go a lot further. That is performed by pressing guard break and then pressing guard break right after. If they hit into the wall, you will get a knee off for a little bit of damage. And note that when the knee does land, you get a free light attack. They cannot do anything to counter it. The light attack is guaranteed, so the punch itself does 27 damage. Also, if you throw them and they don't hit the wall, you get a heavy. There's nothing they can do about that. That's 24. This also goes for the charging one. If they're on the floor, you don't have to do the full charge. You can even do just a little, like the little throw. You still get the heavy off that. Moving on to her next move. Control throw, which I just mentioned. You can hold and release to see how far you want to go. Uninterruptible, which is hyper armor. I talked about that in my how to start For Honor video. Go check that out. It's difficult to explain when looking at it from this angle, so it would be way easier for me to just explain it while showing you, which is where the 1, 2, 3 comes in. We have established that Raider has 3 chain attacks. The zone can be started from neutral, which is standing still. So this is a neutral attack. If I don't chain it, it's a neutral attack. And the zone, it's a neutral attack. There's a unique thing about Raider in which the zone can be performed during chains. Not a lot of characters in this game can do that, which makes Raider very easy if you want to press buttons and get certain combo strings out that you prefer. This is where I said the zone can be performed in chain, so say I just double heavy, and then I zone to end it. That will be my 1, my 2, my 3. So 1, 2, 3. Our zone can also chain along with our zone. So we can 1, 2, 3, if we really so desired. Or, the interesting thing about the zone is the chain zone ends our chain. So if we zone 1, 3, because we cannot chain after that. So we were going 1, straight into 3. That is how that is working. So 1, 3. Because the chain zone does end our chain. Raider has what I like to call a chain reset. Storming tap is a soft feint attack. I will show you. Just like that. In order to perform this, you need to press heavy and then light right before it lands. And this will reset your chain. You can do this in chain as well, so say I heavy, and then I just tap. What this is doing is resetting you back to 1. So say I'm going 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. The zone can be comboed, so 1, 1, 2, 3. Or I could do other things like 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Or I could do 1, 1, 3, 1, 2, 3. Another good thing to understand with Raider, his lights are not enhanced. The stun tap is enhanced, which means I can continue my chain afterwards. Raider also has a running heavy attack. So along with your stun tap or storming tap, whatever I have been calling it, this move right here, there is another soft feint. These are called soft feints. So this is a hard feint. You press circle or your cancel button right before the attack lands. That is a hard feint. And if you press the button to go into the other attack flawlessly, and you don't have to press circle into the attack or cancel into the attack, that is called a soft feint. So we have a soft feint here. Raider also has another soft feint called the guard break soft feint, which goes heavy and press guard break. Heavy, press guard break. This can be performed from any of Raider's heavy attacks, including his zone. His zone can be soft feint guard broken. All the attacks that can be soft feinted into a stun tap can be soft feinted into a guard break. And that is my beginner's guide on Raider, how to play Raider, and how easy it is to get started with this character. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will be uploading more within the next week, and I will be uploading character guides on every single character in the game. So if you guys have any for me to start and do next, this is just a beginner's guide. I will do an advanced guide on Raider in the future, teaching you some like mix-ups and like frame advantage moves that she has and all sorts of stuff like that. So if you guys wish to see that, please leave it in the comments. Please tell me on my Discord. My Discord will be linked in the description. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video or live stream. Bye-bye.